Okay, so for polka dots, I'm gonna just draw a nail. Okay, so for polka dots, you want to start in the middle of the nail. So for example, here's the tip, here's the cuticle. Okay, and then you want to mark the middle point of the nail first with your first dot. So what I usually do is from the top, the middle, I'll just like do this and then find a middle, put one dot here, and then I'll do like maybe a small gap, one on top, small gap, one below. Just try to eyeball the gap and make sure like it's even, and then go one on top and one below. I feel like doing one on top and one below at a time makes like overall everything look more even. So in case like if you were to do like two at the bottom first, and if it was too close and then the two at the top were too far apart, like it'll just look less even in the end. So after that, what you want to do is like imagine another line here, and then you want to go like in the middle of these two dots, draw one dot here and then another here. You just want to make sure it's always like in the middle of the line next to it, in the middle of the line next to it, and always like take a step back once you put a dot to see if it like falls in a line. Yeah, and then usually on the ends I like to do like half a dot to make it look, I don't know, more like covers the nail nicely. And do the same for the other side. The middle of these two, draw one, middle of these two, middle and middle, and then half dot and half dot, and then at the sides here, middle, 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 middle. Yeah, and that's usually how I like to visualize the polka dot placement. So for this, here I just have a plain nail. What I like to use is a dotting tool, not too small, because this, I mean, you can go for smaller dots, but at the end of the day they're gonna take way longer to do, even though, but if that's like the design you want, then go for it. I'm gonna use this Beetles black polish for today, and yeah, I like to put it on this pad to help make things faster, easier. You can just do it on your nail as well and then wipe it off later. Okay, so here you want to make sure you don't take like too much paint at one go. So tap once in the gel and tap outside once. If it's too much, it might end up like too big of a blob. So yeah, so first I'll place the middle dot down. I'll just go from top of the nail, middle, draw a line, and then somewhere in the middle I'll stop and put the dot. There. Then go in again, and then one dot down, go in again, one dot up. Okay, one dot down, and another one on top. Yeah, try to make sure they are evenly spaced apart. And then for the next line, just put the first dot like in the middle of these two dots. So like here, here, yeah. And then you can do half a dot in the bottom and half at the top, like just small. and then do it for the other side. I like to like hold the press on stand like this and put my pinky here to help to stabilize it. And then here. If the dot is too small, feel free to go back and like make it the same size. It's good to also like compare with the other side. So for example, this line, this dot matches with this one, so you can see like if it's kind of the same or not. Yep, that's how you do the polka dots. And then I'm gonna cure it. Okay, now we're going to top coat the polka dots, and the important part in this step is to make sure that your top coat covers everything. Like, make sure that the bumps can't be seen when you top coat, so you get like a smooth shine, which gives your press-on a cleaner look. So you have to make sure that each bump, when you put the gel, make sure it's not too thick of a lump, otherwise the top coat might be lumpy at the end. So here I'm using the by Chloe nail. It's Supplies by Chloe non-white glossy top coat. Just gonna top coat it really quickly. And then here, I just like to add a bit more gel than normal. And then you want to flip the nail and let gravity pull all the gel downwards so that you get a nice even layer. Okay, so now that I flip it, you can see it's pretty nice and smooth. And then you want to cure it when you like how it looks. Yep. Okay, and this is how the final nail should look like. So remember, you can like try playing with bigger dots and put them really close together, or like smaller dots. Just play around with the size of the dots and the spacing if you want to achieve different types of looks.